wait is over. Friday, May 17th, T2O Carib Splash presents the return of Sizzla.
My heart cry, but who cares?
Performing live.
Yeah, let them know.
Sizzla Kalanji.
Get to the point. God is the Rasta man, and I'm a born with Alice when the Yankee gun.
Alongside Pressure Bus Pipe.
Let me give you some love and affection.
Pressure Bus Pipe and Sizzla Kalanji. Performing live.
I got to take myself away from all these things that's hurting me.
And a star-studded DJ cast. Friday, May 17th at Zion Yard. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. Tickets available now on VIPsocio.com. That's VIPsocio.com. For more info, call 904-600-1077. The return of Sizzla.
Join us and let's celebrate 20 years when Mr. B and Peter presents the 20 years Mix and Mingle Anniversary Party, any color edition. Friday, May 24th, Memorial Weekend, from 9 p.m. until at Front Page Events. Music powered by DJ Natty Samuel, DJ Red, Team Exclusive, and Unity Squad. Admission $30, more at the door. Tickets can be purchased at International Food Market, 3709 Covington Highway, T's Caribbean West Indian Market, 3269 Salem Road, and GT Paradise Caribbean Cuisine, 4208 Church Avenue in Brooklyn. For more information, call 404-468-6989 or 678-437-0069. It's the 20 years Mix and Mingle Anniversary Party, any color edition, with 20th anniversary giveaway. Friday, May 24th, Memorial Weekend, from 9 p.m. until at Front Page Events, located at 8010 Rockbridge Road in Lithonia, Georgia.
Very pleasant good evening to you. Tuesday evening in the Atlanta area. Caribbean Live TV, Caribbean Live Radio. It's another episode of Caribbean Extravaganza. Good evening to you all. Sharon, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. We had a couple of days of rain, but we're looking forward to all the Mayflowers for the rest of the May.
Yes.
It's the bloom. Springtime's in the here, and we're here with a lot of happenings in and around the Atlanta area and throughout the diaspora. So we've got quite a show planned for you this evening. Okay. How was your weekend? Where did you go? What did you see?
So there were quite a few happenings around here. Wow, the highlight of my weekend was a certain group had their inaugural right here in the studio, Clap. And so Clap is a set of sisters that got together deciding that women do not clap for each other. So with that in mind, they decided to honor a few persons. And without me getting choked up, my name was called in that circle. So that was huge. It's good when people see what you're doing and honor what you're doing. I mean, so it's good to be recognized, is what I'm saying. But besides that, church on Sunday being Mother's Day weekend, there was a whole lot happening, and it was amazing. Overall, an amazing weekend. Going into the rest of this week, it's just fantastic. So, yeah, we got a great show lined up. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, and being a mother, did you get honored properly?
Oh my God! I got home. My husband was doing dishes and all. So I mean, I'm not a biological mom, but I'm a mom to many, and I got so many phone calls as usual. My godchildren, my nieces, my nephews, my friends, children, and just showing appreciation back at church. I mean, it's just amazing because you know how the deal, and I don't want to crush anybody's feelings, but I always say, not every man is a father, and not every woman is a mother. Let's just leave it with that. And that's why it takes the village. People are carriers, people are donors, whatever, but it takes a strong man and woman to raise children, especially these days. And you know what? Shout outs to all the mothers and fathers, because I tell people I'm not biased. I give all kudos and give all honor to both mom and pops. They're great fathers out there. We must big them up. And just like we have great mothers, so equally. So we, kudos to both of them. It takes two.
Yes, and during the course of my life, I've lived with and actually had a chance to know some great mothers that were not really biological mothers, but they were mothers to many. Speaking about even my aunt in Kingston that raised over 24 children, and she had no biological children. But she raised a good 8-9 of us were her grandchildren, she was grand aunt to us.
Yes.
But then we grew up with other children that were brought to the house, and they lived there at Malvern Avenue, down in East Kingston, and everyone knew her as Godsis. Godsis, that was her name.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that lady, she grew doctors and lawyers, radio announcers, and just so there are many mothers that are not biological, but they just have the mothering instinct.
Man. Yes.
And so we want to say kudos to all those mothers, and I hope all the ladies, all the mothers enjoy their Mother's Day weekend this weekend. Okay.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to get things started this evening. I like that Someone Love You, Honey, a rhythm that was playing. So I'm going to ask if DJ Reds could go ahead and just play that back while we get our first guest on the airwaves with us this evening. And let me hear, is that the original one?
JC Lodge?
JC Lodge, or is it JC Lodge? Okay, the original. Nice. Okay, here we go. Someone Loves You, Honey. Just want to let everybody out there, just in case you didn't know, I'm letting someone know this evening that right here on a Caribbean Extravaganza, Someone Loves You.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And the background sounds of Miss J.C. Lodge there, and she says, "Someone loves you, honey," and someone needs to hear that out there. This, I mean, so many times you get up and someone is just waiting for a word of affirmation.
Affirmation, yes.
Did you say "I love you" to somebody today? So just in case you didn't, that's why we're playing that song, just to let you know you
Are
that
loved.
person
Yes.
that you are loved. Yeah, so here we are on a Tuesday evening on the Caribbean Extravaganza, and I have our first guest online with us this evening, a very good friend of mine, and I'd like to welcome her to the Caribbean Extravaganza studios today. She's been with me on the other station at Jamaican Explosion, but I want to welcome her here. Sharon, this is Mia Allman. And Mia, how you doing this evening?
Hello, hello.
I'm doing wonderful. No complaints here.
Okay,
Amazing.
well, Mia, welcome to Caribbean Extravaganza. I'm here with Sharon, and Sharon's my co-host on this show.
Nice to meet you, Mia.
And I know that you're accustomed to Nadine on the other show, and
Yes.
they're very good friends. Well, Sharon's just like Nadine, and you'll find her very, very in tune, and she's an advocate for powerful women.
Absolutely.
So Sharon, Mia, go ahead.
Hi, Mia.
Hi, good evening, and thank you guys for allowing me to be here this evening.
Absolutely. Mia, I looked through your bio and I had to cut it, cut into it. I'm going, is this going to end? I mean, I went through and I screened and I screened and I screened and I was like, what part of it? I mean, we need a whole show just to interview you. I'm like, did she stop? So Mia, I'm going to start off by saying congratulations, first of all, because I mean, the fact that you're a cancer survivor, you're a health and really a health advocate, mental health. I mean, you talk about personal and professional lives that you said, really, you have to pretty much set your goals and exceed your goals, which is what you've been doing. You've been killing the game because all the accolades, all those awards that you've been given, the acknowledgments that you've received, you're a certified master in life, certified mental health counselor, practitioner. I mean, nutritional life coach. I mean, talk about certified self-care. I mean, breast cancer survivor. Breast cancer survivor. That resonates with me. How do you do all of what you do and been doing what you do? Where does that strength come from, Mia? That's my question to you first.
That strength comes from survivorship, and not just surviving cancer, but also overcoming mental challenges. Because during the time that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I suffered mental illness and having thoughts of suicide. And even after that, it's ongoing. But you find ways to cope. And I truly believe, God gave me a second chance in life. And I'm going to do everything to my ability to, educate individuals that are going through, some of these challenges of overcoming, whether it's an illness or trauma in their life, that there is sunshine at the end of the road. Yes, we will struggle and go through all the different emotions and everything, but it's going to be okay. So my strength, comes from that, just survivorship and just trying to help others, get to where I've got to, and finding happiness in that journey of healing.
And tell me more about Ribbons of Survivors, because I saw that and that struck a chord with me as well. I mean, Ribbons of Survivors. I mean, what exactly and how exactly did that come about? Where did that start?
We're going in and out for a moment.
Ribbons of Survivors.
Ribbons of Survivors. I started that a few years after 2014, and it started as honoring breast cancer survivors. After that, I led up to celebrating others that have overcome, whether it's a chronic illness or a condition. And it was like, 6 to 8 individuals, and we would do a luncheon, and they would share their story. Because a lot of them have sitting in silence of, what they went through, and to share their story of how they overcome, even the ones that are still battling certain chronic illness, and to share with their family and friends. That's why I created that, because a lot of times we sit in silence, and we have to have that outlet, that it's okay to voice. No longer you are not, your illness or anything. So that was that creation, that others, even they can connect, that even somebody that's going through, say, lupus, they can connect with that other person, lupus.
Yes.
What are you doing? What are some of the things that helped you overcome those? So that was a part of Rhythm Survivors, is just connecting individuals through their survivorship and their journey to healing.
And, Pastor Rob, I would say I give you such credit, Mia, because, it takes a certain kind of person to really open up and accept, the village. Accept people. Coming and locking arms with you to be able to open up yourself, to receive,
Yes.
Help. Because most times, and you will admit, most times when people are struggling with illnesses or whatever the condition is, certain kind of situation, personal situations, even abuse, guess what? People run away and hide because they're, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
Pastor Rob? They tend to blame themselves. They tend to feel they're embarrassed because in our community, what happens, it's taboo. So here it is, you deserve it because, you made a wrong choice. It's your fault why you didn't eat right, or whatever it is what you eating, and, whatever it is, and you feel like it's your fault, you're scorned. So the fact that you've got people who can lock arms with you, people who are willing to say, hey, I'm going to go the road with you, is critical. And that's why I tell people, reach out. Even when people are pushing back and telling you, I'm good, I don't want to be bothered, just don't tell anybody about what's going on with me.
Right.
It's a secret. I've known people to leave this earth saying, please don't tell my family I have cancer, I have this, I have that. It's not a shame, guys. People, it's not a shame. It's not a disgrace. It's nothing you brought on yourself,
And what I'd like to ask Mia is, you've been doing this for a couple of years now. How are you finding it? How is it going?
It's going great, because, a friend of mine kind of classified me as a 411 directory, and, they will call me and say, hey, I got a family member that was just diagnosed, with this illness here. I don't know what to say to them. And then I said, you know what? I have somebody that's just going through the same thing. And I connect the two together.
Yes.
Because, even though I survived breast cancer, and here's somebody over here, got lupus. Sometimes emotions are the same, but there's things that are different. So when you're talking to somebody that's already going through it, they get it. And also, there's a big stigma, especially within the Caribbean community and the African American community, that we were always taught to keep quiet.
Yes.
The family, keep it hush hush. And we have to stop doing that.
Yes.
We got to express, because your story can help the next person.
Yes.
Can you repeat that, please? Because that
keep
part.
going. And it's not about being ashamed of, this, or it was your fault, as you mentioned before. It happens.
Right.
So the next step is, how do we move forward and get through it?
Yes.
By supporting each other. You just said the key phrase right there. Be there for each other. Open up your mouth and speak.
You have to do this, what they call a wellness check on your friends. If you haven't heard from, a friend in a week or so, call them. Hey, how are you doing?
Yes.
We
Wellness check. I love that.
We get so busy and caught up in our own lives that, we forget others, and it's so important to do that.
Yeah.
Mia, you made a critical point, because I just posted on my feed, my Facebook page today. There's a young lady that I noticed that's a lupus survivor, and she's fought it. She pretty much coded twice, and she was not supposed to be here. And how many years later she's here? Why? She sought out the support groups, and she never gave up. So now she has a podcast that she does from Georgia, and she lost a friend 2 days ago. So when, like you said, Pastor Rob, Mia, honestly, when someone says to you, when they use the D word, when they tell you they're depressed and stressed, please, 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 I'm appealing to everyone listening at the sound of my voice, do not take it lightly. If someone tells you they're depressed, get in your car, drive to them, seek help for them. If you cannot even reach them in your, you can't drive there, get someone to get to them. Yeah. Because that's what happened to her. She lost a friend 2 days ago to suicide. Yeah. It's real. Mental illness is real.
Years ago that actually called me. Well, actually called her, and she was in that position of wanting to commit suicide because she shared with her best friend, and her friend said, "Okay, well, get back to me whenever you're feeling back to your normal self."
Wow.
And not to say, "Sis, what's going on?
Yes.
What can I do? How can I help you?"
Yes.
Yeah.
And she sat in that silence, and I just happened to call her to ask her something. And she said, "Thank you for calling me because I was about to take some pills right now and end my life."
Wow.
Whoa.
That's heavy right there.
And we don't understand
She had the
that.
pill sitting right there with a glass of alcohol.
Yes.
And she was about to take that pill there. And I sat there and had a conversation with her and shared my story of, overcoming.
Yeah.
Yes. Overcoming.
So Mia.
And that's why a lot of time they sit in silence because they're scared to tell their family member or their friends because they start looking at them different or thinking that they're crazy. I don't want to be around that instead of trying to help them.
Wow. So Mia, tell me about Master Coach, because I don't normally see that title, but that's a title that you have been attached to you and you have earned. Tell me about being a master coach, and I know that you are a very strong advocate for mental health. So let's speak on those lines for what exactly do you do? And I know you're a part of the Strength Breed. That's the program that you actually bring to the Jamaican Explosion show. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, being a master coach, I have achieved certain certifications and hours that I've put in. And it's just a higher level of learning kind of on that master degree level. And one of the things I love is mental health. Because being through it and trying to help others, so, I get all different clients and we talk about self-care, because when I first started off and listening to what they're going through and trying to change their mindset, then I went back and got nutrition, because nutrition also plays a role what we eat and put in our bodies.
Yes.
Because I look at the whole body as that it has to be feng shui. Our mind, body, and spirit have to be aligned.
Yes.
When it's off balance, it doesn't work. So the mindset works first with, changing how you think, especially when you're dealing with depression and anxiety, that you have to change when those triggers happen. What do I do then? So having that positive mindset, what you eat, and then that spiritual connection.
All right now.
Sometimes we have to sit in silence and listen to the man upstairs. So I do a lot of the coaching, with, the mental health, with the self-care. Setting boundaries is another big one, with families, because we take on, family problems, or sometimes we become a dumping ground to other people with all their problems and their negativity. So we have to set boundaries, say, hey, not today.
Not ever.
That's part of that healing.
Yes. I like that. I really like that because you just
Yeah,
said
so
you just said something about
yeah, so it all
nutrition.
falls into play, just the mind, body, and
So
spiritual being have to be aligned together. So that's what I teach and educate a lot of my clients. And looking at self-care is not going to a spa for the weekend and thinking, oh, your problem's going to be solved. Self-care is something you maintain on a regular base. And also it depends on what you're going through. What are your challenges? And you have to tailor your self-care according to that.
that's it. One size does not fit all. Is that what I just heard?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. As self-care looks different to everyone.
To everyone. It sure does. Sure does. So when you have kids around the house and you give them some candy, you treat them to candy or soda or whatever it is to tell them, hey, just be quiet, just go over there and sit.
Yeah.
You're
And
pretty
you have to
much
include self-care, with the family.
yes.
If you're a household of children and your spouse or whatever, everybody got to be included in that self-care process.
Yes.
Wow, it's a family thing.
Yes, it is. It sure is.
So often, families go through it individually.
Yes.
But when we make it
Family
a
thing.
family thing, it helps everybody.
It does.
It helps
It
everybody,
does.
and that's where many families, a place that many families have to get to. I might be all right, but my wife might not be.
Yes.
The children may be struggling. So, can we all collectively work to get
Balance.
to
Yeah,
get
to
a
get that
balance or
balance, yeah.
get our family better,
Yes.
in a better place. So that's huge, Mia. Mia, I gotta talk to you about this. Let them know here about the Strength to Breathe.
The Strength to Breathe, Peter Gracie actually started. It was actually from a poem, and when I read that poem, it just really hit home with me. Because when we think of the strength to breathe, some of us that are going through so many things that some days it takes that strength to get through everything that we're doing, and even taking that pause, that moment to just breathe and let go of all the, things that we're going through. So when Peter, read that poem, I was like, that's me, and, we turn it into a nonprofit organization. And again, it's just the same thing as just teaching people how to overcome some of their challenges, what they're going through, and just, continue to heal.
But breathing is healing.
And sharing their story.
Yes, but breathing
Talking,
is really,
communication is truly a key.
It is. It is. It really is. Mia, you're locked and loaded because that's a whole lot of stuff there. Breathing, because when you touch on breathing, people just think that breathing is just inhaling and exhaling, but it's more than that. Deep breathing. There are exercises that you can do. It helps so many different things. It helps with sleeping. It helps with just clearing out your mind. Just putting you at rest. Just be at peace. Just stay still. Just be quiet. Quiet time. Quiet time is serious. We all need quiet time, and I think we should all treat ourselves to that. Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you say so? Every day. Just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes every single day. Mom comes home from work and she's exhausted. Dad comes home. He just, it's a rough day. The children come home and they're exhausted too because school was rough. They might have been bullied. The teacher might have said something that really, was not right. And so they're keeping it. Who knows? There's so many struggles. That's why you have to be in tune with the family. It starts have those discussions at the table. When your child comes home and goes straight, makes a beeline to their room, that should be concern. Oh, they just want to be quiet. They're on their video game. No, you need to find out what's taking place in your house. A lot of us are detached because we're busy working, getting the bills paid, but our families are falling apart right under our noses. They really are, and that's what's happening. So if they're not caught at school, or the bus driver doesn't catch a child acting out on the bus or whatever it is, guess what? It goes unnoticed. And it sounds like a Debbie Downer, but it's not. It's real. It's happening every single day. Mental health is key to existence. So we're gonna have to revisit, all of this because I mean, man.
So
there's
Mia, Mia,
I would love to read the poem.
yes, go ahead.
I did.
The Strength to Breathe, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Go ahead and read it for me, Mia. It's one of my favorite poems,
Me
too.
too.
Okay,
I love that.
Go ahead.
The Strength to Breathe by Peter Gracie. The greatness in me is yet to come, as long as I have the strength to breathe. To know myself and to know my worth is to know my God indeed. There's no such thing as I can't. There's no such thing as fear. Only false evidence appearing real, and the ones that do not care. I will lean on my own understanding and find what my purpose serves. And I trust in God and not in man. I am balanced and I am focused. I was born to first follow, then lead. I will only love and never judge, as long as I have the strength to breathe.
Wow. Thank you, Mia.
Yes. Yes.
And Sharon, I would like to let you know that I'm going to invite Mia to come back every now so often in this show and give us a strength to breathe moments.
Yes.
And she has a group of individuals, male and female, that actually she works with, and they're powerful. Each and every one that I've interviewed on the other program has been powerful. And as far as dealing with a woman's mental health, men's mental health, the family mental health, and Mia, this is only an introduction to Caribbean Caribbean Extravaganza.
Love it.
But because I have you over there in Jamaican Explosion, wherever I go, I'm gonna bring you with me.
Yes.
Yes. So Peter too. We'll have Peter on the show at a certain time. Peter Gracie, powerful poem, and I know that you all do great work. That you're down in Central Florida too, right, Mia?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Tell me
I
about.
also have a group I created called My Queen's Keeper.
Okay, go ahead.
And these are ladies that, because I believe in sisterhood.
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of times, women are the jealousy and what do you call the BMWs, the bad mind and wicked.
I like that bad one.
Ladies, we got to come together
Yes.
and support each other, as sisters and not be jealous, learn from each other.
Yes.
So that's my thing of, gathering these women together and share how they are queens.
Yes.
We become friends and then the friends go away. Now you're my sister.
Yes.
We check on each other and we share inspirational stuff and, come together and just build that sisterhood of women. Because too many women are fighting against each other and, jealous of each other. And we need to stop that.
Yes. But it's that projection, reaction, formation, as the great philosophers said. I mean, Sigmund Freud. Sometimes it's insecurity. A lot of times it's really insecurity that people project on others. They have issues, and if I'm having an issue, then guess what, Mia, you're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna make my problem your problem instead of locking arms and just saying, Mia, you know what, I'm struggling with this. Can you just help me? Can you partner with me? Can you find me some help? And 9 times out of 10, you will have, like you said, a BMW. But you know what? No, let me take it back. One out of 10. So 9 times out of 10, there are females out there who will say, you know what, Sharon, Mia, I got you. Let's do this. Let's try this. Yeah. It's just that one. And if, hey, just seek them out. I mean, there are good people in this world still. So we just have to keep pushing until we find
and you can
our
change
source.
their mindset, and sometimes they may be going through stuff or, maybe a bad friendship they went through and now they've got this anger build up and the wall up of, not trusting and stuff. So, My Queen's Keeper is a space where there's no judgment.
I love
You
that.
can share your thoughts, what you're going through, and we find a solution
My
to
queen's
get through
keeper.
it.
Okay.
You know, so all of us, we can change. We can get rid of that BMW, mentality and just love on each other and support each other.
Well, before
Because
you
when
go,
one
Mia,
succeed, we all succeed.
we all succeed. I love that, Mia. So I'm just gonna say, because you're gonna be a staple here, as Rob just announced. So last thing is
Anytime.
anybody that's listening to this, you know, right, listen to us right now. How can they find you on social media? How can they connect? Because I mean, there are a lot of people out there curious. How can I touch bases with her? Where can I find her information? Because I need help. Where would they find you?
You can go on my website, which is kuomagazine.com. I'm on social media. You can go The Strength to Breathe. I also have Glow 365 TV. And then on Facebook, Mia Allman, MEAALLMAN.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But all my
Perfect.
information, you just go to my website and everything's right there, and you can message me, or you can call me at 407-486-5001.
Okay, you can call Pastor Rob here, and
Yeah, there you
I
go.
have all our information, and I'll
Yes.
be glad to
Share it.
Yeah, I want to bring you back at another time, Mia, to speak about the magazine and your work
Sure.
there on the radio and so forth like that. And I thank you for working with me over there at Jamaican Explosion, I'm glad that I could introduce you to Caribbean Life TV and Caribbean Life Radio, which is a broader spectrum. And we look forward to having you every now and then come by here or send me one of your great ladies and to join us here on this program.
It was
Okay.
indeed an honor. It was
So-
an honor
so
to
it's-
meet you.
So it's an honor
I
to.
look
Thank
forward.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
And all the listeners, just remember to find your power of glow, which equals greater level of wellness.
Wow.
Love it. What a way to end. Thank
Yes,
you so
indeed.
very much. Such a pleasure talking to you, Mia. I look forward
Thank you. It
to
was a
seeing you
pleasure
again
too.
and talking to you. Have a good one
Okay.
now.
Thank you, Mia.
All right, you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Oh, I wake up in the morning with my hair down in my eyes, and she says and then I stumble to the breakfast table while the kids were going off to school. Goodbye. She reaches out and takes my hands, squeezes it and says, how you feeling? Oh. And then I look across her smiling lips that warms my heart and see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I've got to say, oh God, it made the little green apples and it don't rain, and it happens in the summertime. There's no such thing as mother's shoes, Disneyland and Mother Goose ain't no nursery. God didn't make the little green apples and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. No, when myself is feeling low, I think about the face of love that
I'm gonna tell you this evening, Sharon. DJ Reds is just doing it to us this evening. He going drop little green apples on
I
me
know,
from,
I know,
from the
right?
from the crown prince himself, Mr. Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown,
You know,
D.
so
Brown.
yeah. But it's that kind of evening that we're having. That kind of smooth.
It is smooth and easy.
yeah,
going,
yeah,
just
yeah,
mellow,
yeah.
mellow.
Yeah, and we have our next guest up here, but before we get to her, and Mel J just tapped in from Jamaica, and she's gonna give us a little news about what's going on. A little buzz. She called it buzz. A little buzz from Jamaica and what's going on down there. Mel J, are you there? Mel J.
Yes, I am. Yes,
How you
I
doing?
am.
Howdy,
Okay.
girlfriend. How you doing?
Okay, Mel J. So you're going to keep it nice and tight today because we got a tight show. But tell us a little bit about what's going on down there in Jamaica.
Okay, all right. So let me just get right into my Caribbean buzz. Now, YG Marley, and of course, you all are probably are familiar with that name. I call him, the Mr. Moonlight.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually the son of Lauryn Hill and Rohan Marley.
Really?
He's making some waves with that song Moonlight. But guess what? He recently sampled his grandfather, Bob Marley's song Survival to actually perform recently on the Jimmy Fallon show. So, when Bob Marley said many years ago that, hey, them I got tired to see my face.
All right.
Trust me, I'm telling you, with the Marley legacy, it never stops. I just think they're just going to go on and go on as the generations go on. You're going to find, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, etc. Just continue his legacy with the music, so that's some good news. Now, Niger Boy. All right, so Niger Boy recently topped a big award in New York. Yeah. He actually got a standing ovation, for his contribution in music. So the New York Assembly had, basically given him a, very prestigious award. And for you, what makes Niger Boy really unique, that Niger Boy is actually, he has a disability of blindness, but he has not let that hindered him to actually pursue and do very well in music, which is what he's doing, right? He's really making an impact. He's really, letting people know that, hey, I have a disability. I'm blind, but guess what? I can top the charts. I can do it. Nothing is going to stop me. So he got a very prestigious award over there in New York. He's another one to watch also in the future. Now, let me just go off here. No, Marshall Montano, he recently had performed in St. Lucia, the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, and he was actually crowned one of the best performances for that event recently. And all of you familiar with Marshall Montano, he's like the Calypso King for Trinidad. So he basically have been, continuing to maintain his title as the Mr. King of, soca and, making waves and, still doing, his collaborations, and he's making, he's on his way. I could simply call him a legend today. Yeah, I think he deserves to be, mentioned as a legend and to be known as a legend today. Now I'm going to close off with some sad news.
Oh, really? You got some
those
sad
of you who are
news?
familiar with Desi Jones. Desi Jones, he was actually a very top drummer.
Yes. Third world.
Very well known in the music scene here in Jamaica. And he passed away recently, this week. That was a surprise. He was actually found unconscious at his home. And, I just want to send my condolences to the family. He was very popular on the live music scene. He has played on so many major artists, reggae artists. He had played drums in the background for their recordings or their live music, So, I just want to say my condolences to the family. He was very young. I mean, he was only 65. So it's a huge void, that's really left right there because, you have Desi Jones, you have like Sly and Robbie. Remember, we lost Robbie some time ago. We now have Sly, and, Desi Jones is now gone. You wonder, you just wonder what's next. So that one really kind of shocks me. But I do hope and pray that the family is just taking it, one day at a time. Yeah, so basically, that's it basically for the buzz
Okay.
this week.
All right, Mel J, thanks for calling in all the way from Jamaica. for us and giving us the Caribbean buzz. I heard also, I thought my little piece of it. I heard that Niger boy doing well with the girls, even though he can't see.
His disability still, he has an
Niger boy,
ability,
right?
right?
Yeah, man. I hear Niger boy pulling in the
Yeah,
ladies
yes,
rough, man.
yes.
And,
He's really,
and he's just shaking him head
I
like
think
Stevie
he's
Wonder
trying
playing
to
it
show
off.
you all that nothing is impossible.
No. Stevie did it. He can do it too.
Yeah, he just shaking his head like Stevie. Mel G, see you next week, okay? All right.
Take it easy. Walk good.
Okay,
Take care,
then.
love.
Goodbye.
All right, Sharon. All right,
Have a good one
TC.
now.
Walk
All right.
Same here.
Bye-bye. Yes, indeed. All right. So, Sharon, wow.
Wow.
Some stuff going on, we give you down here,
Yes.
we go around the Caribbean on this show and we give you a little piece
buzz
of
here and
a
there.
buzz here and there. But we happen to have in our studios this evening none other than the Crown President,
Yes.
newly
Newly minted. Well, it's 5 months already, almost, just about. So she's not new anymore.
I'm telling you, she ain't new anymore because she's been broken in of the Atlanta Jamaica Association, and we want to welcome into the studios this evening none other than Miss Yvette Taylor Reynolds. DJ, I need a drum roll for her. I need some kind of Yvette Taylor Reynolds. Yes, three as they say in Jamaica, 21 gun salute.
Yes.
Yes, Yvette, how you doing?
I am doing good, and
I want you to
thank
speak
you for
into
having me.
yeah.
I'm doing pretty good this evening, and absolutely happy to be here. And thank you both for having me.
Yeah, it's great to see you in the place with us. I know you're a very busy lady, and
Yes.
tell us how it's been going so far with the Atlanta Jamaica Association, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, about myself, I am from Jamaica.
Yeah,
There
of
you
course.
go. And of course, I'm from Westmoreland,
Okay.
and I have to big up my parish.
All right.
Nice.
'Cause we have the best beach, longest beach
Oh.
in Jamaica.
What?
Yeah, whitest, best sand.
Oh, boy.
And of course, you can
Westmoreland.
always come down there and jump off a cliff
What?
right at Rick's Cafe.
Hold on. Stop. You just educated me. That's not. Okay, so I have to go back to my geography with Pastor Rob. I didn't know that was Westmoreland. I thought that was
So
some
Negril.
other parish.
The grill.
The
I
grill
never
is
know
in
that.
the grill is in Westmoreland,
My
right?
shame.
Absolutely.
A lot of you see, Yvette, a lot of folks don't know that.
No, I didn't.
A lot
I'll
of
be
folks
honest.
don't know that. A lot of people believe Negril is its own parish.
No, man. No. It wasn't that bad. I just thought it was. I thought it was a part of St. James. Okay, and I'm
No, it's
my
not a
hand
part of
my
St.
hand up because I mean I don't know. I sculled geography classes.
So
I
we're
didn't
going
know.
to take a trip
Yes.
and go around
And
the
educate me.
island because for you to get there, you have to get through Hanover.
Oh, right.
So you leave Montego Bay, go Hanover,
Yes.
and then you go there. And then if you want to go to Cuba, it's only 90 miles away by ocean. And I'm a graduate of Manning's. I went to G.C. Foster and migrated here. I don't like to blow my own horn, but I guess I'll do so tonight.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can
we
go
want to
ahead.
get to know you. The people need to know who
So-
Yvette Taylor Reynolds is.
In 1984, I became the National Girl of the Year for Jamaica through the Social Development Commission. It was a community-based competition where each parish presented a girl and a boy.
A young
But
lady?
Pardon me?
A girl or a young lady?
Well, when they asked me to run and they call it Girl of the Year, I said to the Social Development Commission lady in Westmoreland, I said, I'm an adult. And she said, just go in there, go talk to Miss Small, who was the parish manager for the office. And that experience changed my life. I worked for Ed Bartlett for a while, in a lot of community projects. It was International Year of the Youth. So it was even a fantastic year. And then 2 years after that, I became the Festival Queen for Jamaica. I lived in Kingston and St. Andrews, so I represented Kingston and St. Andrew and won that title. That was a special year because Marcus Garvey's 100th birthday was celebrated.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
so there's a lot of traveling across the island. It was Jamaica 25. And my parishioner, Roy Ryan, he that year he came out with Give Thanks and Praises. So we just had one big celebration. And fast forward, and of course I'm a teacher. I went to JC Foster, so I taught PE, coach netball and track, and then I migrated here. Yes.
Did you just say netball and track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
actually ran. I ran the 8 and the 15.
Okay.
So I migrated to Miami, lived there, was instrumental as part of the team that formed the United States Netball Association. We thought we were smart, so we flew up to New York and we incorporated in New York because we figured the world knew New York. And then we just spread netball. And right now it's one of the biggest sports in South Florida with a number of courts being built for the sport itself.
Wow.
And fast forward, I have 2 daughters. I just love them. And I'm here. I've worked for the phone company in customer service as a supervisor and a trainer. And I've been in the AJA since 2011.
Wow.
Been in the Atlanta Jamaican Association. And I work on the cultural program for years. I didn't want any office or anything because I had a job, you know.
Yeah.
And then I became the parliamentarian and the secretary, then the vice president, and today I am the president. And I'm humbled because there were many that came before me that laid the groundwork for us to have an organization that's 47 years old. With no matter what the ups and downs, the foundation was laid so we can come into the state and find a place we can call home. So my goal is to just have the diaspora work together here in Atlanta, promote the culture, give back to our beloved country, Jamaica, whether it's through our scholarship programs, our Rep U Parish program where we've adopted a clinic. We have provided support for a clinic in Clarendon, Westmoreland. We went ahead and we worked with what I called back in the day the poorhouse and St. not St. Lucie, but Lucy, their infirmary as well. We provide them with plates. You would think that if you have elderly people living, they would have a plate and a cup and a spoon, but they needed that, and we were able to provide that for the infirmary in those 2 parishes. And at the Maxfield Park Children's Home, we were able to provide mattresses.
Okay.
So that the boys and girls that lived there would have mattresses. And we also worked with a boys' home in Manchester, Mount Olivet. So my goal as a president is to continue this work and focus on it so that lives can be impacted. Coming up, we have our annual Independence Ball.
Yes.
Time to party.
And speak a little bit into the mic more here.
Yes, it's time to party.
Yeah.
And we're partying with a purpose.
Yeah, all right.
You know, it's scholarships. I remember in 2018, I said to myself, why do you do this? I was tired, I think. And then the students that we gave the scholarship to, I remember one child said, I got accepted to the University of the West Indies, but I had no way of going. And the Atlanta Jamaican Association came in, and all we gave was $1,000. But it went a far way in Jamaica, where that got them into UWI. And fast forward, that young man graduated.
Yes.
So my goal is to work with my team, the board, and the members to continue to do that and to make it even better.
Okay. All right. And there are many things that I know you could speak about that happens at the Atlanta Jamaica Association, but let's speak primarily about the ball, a major event, the ball that's coming up in August, and tell us a little bit about, and that's the ball it's a combination ball and scholarship awards, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. The purpose is to celebrate our independence.
Yeah.
You know, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission usually comes out with a theme.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the theme yet, so I made my own theme.
Oh.
62
In 60.
since 1962.
You know, that works for me.
Right. So we're going to celebrate our independence.
Yes.
And also honor these young people that have worked hard to be accepted into various universities back home in Jamaica, as well as a lot are coming here to the United States because they get accepted. A lot of the universities market to them, and they come here to college as well. The ball in itself, this year we have a lineup. We have a special guest.
Nice.
I'm so excited. I've talked to her on the phone. Her name is Miss Keisha Thorpe. She's a 2021 Global Teacher of the Year for the United States. Make me proud. She's Jamaican born.
Ooh.
And she won $1 million. I don't know if I should say that, but it's on the internet, so I guess I could say
it is. It's public knowledge.
Right? She won $1 million for being the Global Teacher of the Year. Yes. And she have gone on to be a speaker at various large forums, including the United Nations. And her platform, along with her twin sister, is to assist Jamaican athletes to acquire scholarships here to attend colleges and universities. So she has a platform and she has a story. And as a former educator myself, I'm just happy that we're going to have her, because with us giving the scholarship and her being a teacher, that's just a perfect blend to show what can be achieved and to motivate young people to be excellent at whatever they choose to do.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love that because, you know, reading up on her, she got a Nobel Prize back in 2022 for education. Now that is big,
That's
big
huge.
deal. That's
Nobel
humongous.
Prize?
I mean, a Nobel Prize for education. Okay, she's a principal. I mean, this lady is traveling the world. Right. So I mean, she's made crazy strides, and still giving back to Jamaica. I mean, you know, as a former athlete, her and her twin sister. I mean, let me tell you, when you read about her, I mean, really, it's worth, man. It's really worth it. It's really worth to know. Dr. Trisha Thorpe, her sister as well, her twin sister, they coupled together, and boy, they make major moves on students in Jamaica. I love that. So, I mean, I really appreciate you giving her.
We're going to have her here.
Yes.
Think about it. We're going to have her here, right here, right here now, right here in Atlanta,
in this place,
in Atlanta.
Yes.
Right at the Atlanta Jamaica Association Ball in August. So it's a good opportunity for everyone. Start buying your tickets now. We'll have the tickets on sale pretty soon.
Oh, nice.
And just to come out and listen to a Nobel Peace Prize winner from Jamaica.
Big time.
Wow, that's huge.
That's
huge.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, once you come out, you'll be able to take pictures with her.
Yes.
You'll be able to network with her.
Yes.
And most of these folks that come to our ball, they have a platform.
Yes.
And you can network and share your ideas, and maybe get an idea or two.
Yes.
From our keynote speaker.
Okay. So, you know, Yvette, tell us, though, I know I'm excited about our keynote speaker, but what am I going to be jamming to you? Because, you know, Sharon and I, we're coming to test
to party.
To party, you know. We party folks sometimes. Yes. Okay.
So
let us in on that secret.
so we have a secret that will come out in a day or two, but for now, we have the SWAT band. That's our hometown band.
Yes.
And
I'll be there.
They played last year, and we danced the night away. They have a great male lead singer and female lead singer.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, we're going to have Mikey Sparkle production with DJ Cold Rice. And I know when Cold Rice spins the 1 and 2s, we'll be dancing all night. So we have a great lineup for dancing. There won't be a bunch of speeches.
Yay.
So that people don't have time to dance. We have learned as the Atlantic Jamaican Association.
I love that.
I love it.
What our people wants.
Yeah.
They
Party.
want to dance.
Yes.
So we're going to get what needs to be gotten out of the way and listen to the music, dance the night away, give away prizes and surprises.
Nice.
And in a couple days, we will announce
Yeah.
a guest performer.
Yeah. We're going. That's a
Tune
little,
in.
Tune in. More to come.
Tune in, more to come.
More to
Yes,
come,
more to come.
But this Friday, Pastor, if I may,
Go ahead.
this Friday is the night when we launch
the ball.
The ball.
Yeah.
And we're getting together at Sparkle D's restaurant, that 3070 Sugarloaf Parkway.
Yes, it is. I'll get the flyer up for you. I didn't send the flyer up yet, but I could get the information about it here in just a second. Okay.
And you said the launch of the
The
ball.
launch of the
And
ball.
scholarship
Nice.
awards, so
Nice.
that we get together with folks, share information. We're going to listen to music.
Yeah.
And of course, Mikey, I'm
Mikey
getting
Sparkle.
tongue-tied here.
This is the annual Independence Ball and Scholarship Awards launch party. And we're inviting everyone, and it's taking place on Friday, May the 17th at Sparkle D's Restaurant, 3370 Sugarloaf Parkway, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30044. The event starts at 7 p.m., and I want to see each and every one there that evening, as we'll have some prizes and giveaways, right? That's, again, the ball launch, right?
Nice.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. So 3370, if you heard me say 30, I stood corrected.
Yeah,
3370 Sugarloaf
Sugarloaf
Parkway.
Parkway.
And that's Sparkle D's restaurant.
Yeah.
And, my cold rice will be on
Yeah.
the ones and twos.
Yes, and we're gonna have a good time getting everything. A little raffle giveaways down there on Friday evening, and some prizes and so forth like that. We want to see you in the place. It's a good place to pick up your tickets. Start getting your tickets here
nice.
on Friday evening. It's Fresh Fry down there on Friday evenings. So I gotta bring my stomach everywhere I go. With me,
Yeah, that fish is good. I love
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
I
down
love
there.
it.
Yeah.
You drive from Woodstock to Lawrenceville
Yes.
to get a fish.
Yeah,
You heard that right. You heard that right, Mike.
Well,
Mikey Sparkle.
Yeah, but she
Big
can
up.
do like we do. Just move into the area.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I've approached that before.
Right, DJ Reds? DJ Reds is right there, you know what I'm saying? Sharon's right down the street.
Yes,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
right down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
street.
So
Yvette,
convenience
we're
sake,
waiting for you.
We're waiting for you, Yvette. I don't know why.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, but it's good to have you here with us, Yvette, stopping in this evening to speak about the Atlanta Jamaica Association. Congratulations.
Again, yes,
for
yes.
being the new president, and we look forward to great things from you. I already like the fact that she says, she's here to change.
She's a change agent.
She's a change agent.
Love it.
She gonna make sure at the ball now. I'm gonna hold her to that. I'm gonna hold her to that.
Pressure, Yvette, pressure. I'm feeling the heat. Turn up the
older
air,
to the fact
right?
that we're gonna get enough dance time
Oh,
and
let me
party
tell you,
time.
I'm bringing my running shoes because I'm going to be on that floor. Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna position myself because I'm looking forward to partying.
So what are you gonna be doing, Sharon? The running man?
Signal the plane. Signal the
Oh,
plane.
Sharon.
So the music will be for everyone.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you're in the 20s, 30, 40,
Yeah.
50,
Yes.
60 and over,
Yeah.
you will get something for you.
Nice.
And
There's
that's
stuff for
something
everyone.
that
I love that.
AJ is making a special effort for this year, that we have music that ranges.
Yes, yes.
We have for everyone. There'll be something there for everyone, right? Yvette?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And of course, the
Absolutely.
good food.
Good
food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hotel has committed.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the Marriott 2020 Convention Center by the airport. So if you have friends and family coming in, they can just get on the SkyTrain and go right there to the hotel. There are rooms that will be available, discounted room, $139 and $149 based on
Wow.
how big you want your bed to be. But it's a really, really decent rate, because in shopping around,
Yes.
I was given like some high rates. But the hotel, they stood by us and they've committed to make sure our food is awesome and healthy for us and tasty and fresh. So we just want everyone to come out to that ball and have a good time, give back to our young people, whether they're here in the United States or back home in Jamaica, and just get your tickets early. Early bird is $135.
What's that date again for the ball?
The ball is August 10th.
So save that date. Put that on mark your calendars. There's going to be no excuses, guys.
Right.
Put it on your calendar. August 10th, 2024. Nothing else. Don't make any plans for nothing else. I don't care. The only thing that we will accept is if there's death, and we're not expecting that. So, thank you. Okay. So again, Yvette, what's the cost?
The cost early bird is $135. You can start purchasing by the end of this week once we launch, and after the early bird period, which will be like mid-July, then it goes up to $145.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. So, Yvette, thanks for stopping by this evening, and I know
thank you for gracing us with your presence, sister.
And I know she's a very busy lady, so I don't want to take up too much of her time this evening. Now, we're definitely going to have her back here before the ball again, or when we launch properly and have everything out there.
She is a magician, Pastor Shaw, because I saw her at 2. She doesn't know I'm watching her, but I saw her, and a little birdie kind of pinched me and told me she was out and about setting up for the 5K. Now, she lives all the way up in the sticks. And she was down in the other side of the tracks setting up for the 5K Saturday. She went to a celebration of life. She went to a women's event. And I'm going, Yvette, you sure you don't have a clone walking around Atlanta? Because I don't know how you can do that. I don't know if that's you. Okay? So I may have to check you next time.
But let me say this.
Do a breathalyzer. I mean, what do you call it? A swab.
I have some good people
that
I can depend on.
That's great.
So
that's what you need.
With the people that are on the team, they are there.
Yes.
I know what I need to do.
Yes.
So I'll get it started. But I have people that pick up the task and they complete it, and it's a winning team.
Okay.
And that's where the strength of the AJA lies, the people that contribute their time, their energy, and even those who contribute from their pockets.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Just tell us who your ball chairperson is this year, please.
Okay, so I like him. He's not even shy.
You're talking about good people now, so.
Pastor Robert Shaw Jr. Is the
Junior.
You're not the junior?
No, I'm the
you're the senior? Oh, you see?
Yvette, I'm the senior.
He's the senior. Robert Shaw Senior. He's the ball chairperson this year.
No kidding. Really?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Wow. Nice.
So it's right here at Caribbean Live TV. You got your ball chairperson. So if you need a ticket, guess where you could? Hey, just give us a ring here. Yeah. And when we have that special guest, that special person, I'm gonna definitely make sure they get an interview on here. Yvette, okay, go ahead. You okay? All right. If it's gonna take a little break here, and I'm gonna invite another gentleman that's very familiar to us. Come on in while Yvette takes a little break here. Come on in. Yeah. And he's from Clarendon College while we get Yvette.
Okay, good.
Okay. Mr. Peter. Peter James. Mr. Peter James here. And wow! It's I just got all kind of superstars in the place this evening. And Peter, how you doing, sir? Thanks for stopping by this evening.
I'm good.
Okay,
Pastor.
all right.
Good to see you.
Okay, all right, yeah. So I understand that you're here to inform us of a couple of things, but you also have a celebration coming up with Clarendon College, right?
You said it right.
Yeah.
You said it right.
Yeah. Didn't I say it right?
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, welcome, Mr. Peter.
Yeah.
So, howdy.
Okay.
Good to be here.
Okay. And also, I know, Peter, that you are a businessman, and you're in the right business. You're in the right business.
Okay, so is there a wrong business? I mean,
well, I don't know if there's a wrong business, but I know that that's the right business. Because sooner or later, hopefully later,
later, very later, way later.
So Peter, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, well, you want me to start at the beginning or start in the middle?
Just as long as you get a start, because it doesn't matter where you start, we're going to end up where we end up.
Okay. So let me start out by saying that I went to Clarendon College.
Yes.
And I mean, Sharon is going to exhale.
It's all good, guys.
You know, the place full of knowledge.
Yes.
Yes.
So
pressure.
Way back in the 70s.
Yes.
And, I represent, and we have an association here in Atlanta. The big thing that I want to start off with is let folks know that we're having our 19th annual ball.
Yes.
It's going to be at the Marriott Century, 2000 Century Boulevard, right there, 85 South. They say it's Atlanta, but we call it Decatur, Atlanta. But you know what I'm talking about. It's Marriott Century. It's going to be on the 22nd, the 23rd. We're having a couple of different things going on. The major thing is the ball. That's going to be June 22nd.
Yeah, I could pull that up too.
Okay, that's Saturday,
So
right?
we have folks coming in from all over the country.
Oh, wow.
Some from Jamaica too normally.
Okay.
So the what we're doing a little differently, additional to scholarships, we're giving the students there an opportunity to get their changing room restored, because we're big in sports. You know, we're the champions in football for the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Peter,
11
go
years.
ahead and rub it in.
Right.
Jesus.
So the playing field needs some serious improvement. And if you're a past student, connect with us.
Okay.
Let us know how you can help, because we're trying to renovate the field, build the changing rooms, and continue our scholarship program. And of course, we put funds into other things as needed to go along. But that's our main emphasis. So the 22nd, all roads lead to, where again? You guys remember? It's the Marriott Century, Hotel,
Decatur.
2000 in Decatur.
Atlanta.
It's greater.
Okay.
And then the Sunday, as if you can't get enough,
Right.
we have the picnic at Shorty Howell Park
Yeah.
in Duluth, right off Pleasant Hill.
Okay.
Right below the Nissan dealership across from Walmart,
Right.
so you can't miss it.
Yes.
And actually, the address for that is 2750 Pleasant Hill Road in Duluth, Georgia. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that everybody's taking notes. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
well,
that.
sometimes we like to go
Yeah.
by, and I used to be at one time one of the supervisors there in Duluth, so I kind of know the addresses
Okay.
right
Yes,
there
yes.
at the post office. Yeah, it's a beautiful part there.
It
you know.
is. Shorty
Good,
Howell.
good part of town. So yeah, and that's Sunday, June the 23rd, right?
Right, and we have it starts at 12:30.
Yeah.
And we have food galore, so you come enjoy the picnic, the company, the flavor, and of course, don't mix it up. It's Clarendon College.
Yeah.
Yeah, the school is full of knowledge.
Oh, okay.
And travel.
Yeah.
But you missed one thing, though, Peter.
What was that?
The meet and greet
Yeah.
Well,
the night before. Is that for everybody?
The people that are coming in from all over the country and different
Yeah.
places, we have a little thing for them at
okay.
Mama's Paradise.
yeah.
Okay, the
That's
lounge,
in
okay.
Duluth,
Yeah.
right there at Satellite and 120.
Yeah, that's
Right.
24 Satellite Boulevard, Suite 109,
Yeah.
2400 Satellite Boulevard.
Yes.
And we're going to have it as it gets closer. We'll be repeating it on this program here.
That's going to be a
Absolutely.
fun-packed weekend, so I have
Absolutely.
to put that weekend on lock, too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yes, so y'all got quite
man.
the school to be.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing. They represent big
They
time.
do.
They
do.
It's not only talk, Peter talk.
No, man,
Yeah.
no. I
Come
have
back
quite
up
a
and
few.
take-
Look,
Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
quite a few family members.
As I say in
That's why I'm
Jamaica,
messing with me.
represent.
Represent.
They
Yeah,
represent.
Yeah.
CC, man.
Organic,
Yes.
original.
Yes.
Yep, that's how we play it.
Clarendon College.
And what did he say about the food again? The food what galore? But when you say that, no, I want you to break that down. Now, what kind of food? Because
You want the Jamaican style, or you want me to tell you in the foreign style?
any style.
Any style.
We're gonna have some good yard food.
Yeah,
Boy,
man.
man.
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Yard
Yes.
food, original stuff. At the ball, usually they outdo themselves for us, so we
Right.
we always help them to rise to the challenge. And everybody that has come through over the years, always remember the not just the ambiance, but the food is relatively good.
Top shelf.
Was that the breakfast that was at last year? Was that the breakfast?
When you came, no, that was it was a brunch.
That was the brunch.
Yes,
Yeah, that was the brunch that you came.
Yeah, that's a different
in
event.
Lilburn. Yeah, that's a different
That's
thing.
a different
Yeah,
event.
we have 3 distinct events that we do.
Yeah, so that event there, I was pleased with the food.
Yeah, man, they're good.
The food was
They turn up.
off the chain.
It's a good can done.
Yeah. So I'm, that's a good stop there, Sharon.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I let me tell you, last year I couldn't be there because I was out of town. But let me tell you, I've always been there. I mean, and boy, they never disappoint.
Next time you're going out of town, just cancel it. Just tell them that you can't make it. You got to go to the Caribbean College event.
And I do understand that.
You're right about that.
DJ Migraine's going to be the
The
Migraine,
DJ.
and we have a saxophonist as we did last year. We
wow.
kind of raised the level,
yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's like having caviar. Your palate has to be accustomed to that type of thing. So
Yes,
we're doing.
set the pace, back at Atlanta, Jamaica.
And we're not ashamed to do that.
I broke out the saxophone ever since
Right.
everybody started doing it.
We take credit.
Come on. So, come on now.
We'll
pass
take the
rubber
credit.
again. You give him a little, but I know you are going to have a super sax.
Yeah.
You had a great saxophone that morning at the brunch.
Oh, yeah, the
though.
brunch.
Yeah, that was a beautiful, that was
Man.
the
Same, he's coming back. Jamie Parker.
Yeah. So we're gonna look out for that. But tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay, well, on the other side now, it's
Yeah.
kind of funny. And I usually tell folks that if you talk about it, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
If you can imagine it, it's a possibility.
Okay.
But then when you schedule it, it becomes a reality.
Yeah, come on.
So what do I mean
Lyrics.
by that?
Come on, tell me.
Lyrics.
And I say we in conjunction, Plummer Funeral Home, which is
Yes.
the only Jamaican funeral home that's active in Metro Atlanta, probably in Georgia.
Yes.
He got the award for the Mortician of the Year last year, and coming off of that, he does a whole lot of business for the Jamaican community, and he gets calls from all over the country, different places to ship out bodies to Jamaica and all that stuff. So he's the hub in Atlanta. We want to make him, number one above all the big boys. Now, he hasn't been in business just 6 years,
Okay.
but a lot of folks are turning their heads because he has the market in a way based on his finesse. He's a restorer. He's one of the best
Yes.
artisans around in terms of what he does, his craft.
Okay.
So I'm partnering with Plummer Funeral Home, Affordable Senior Solutions, to bring to not just the Jamaican community, but the Caribbean
Community.
and all communities at large, what we call attentive, personalized service, which puts us in a category to challenge ourselves to be the premier, we call it end-of-life planning event.
Yes.
So I'm an end-of-life planner. And what basically that means is that I help people to put aside funding. So
Yes.
listen, when, not if.
Okay.
When the time comes, their loved ones, no, I didn't say them, their loved ones benefit. Because you talk to folks and they say they don't need it. And they're correct. You don't need it.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
Right.
The question is, do you love your folks enough, as you say,
Yes.
to bring love into action? Because love is an action word.
Come on.
You'll
Yes.
agree, right?
It is.
So with the process that we have now set up, we can do final expense, which is basically putting aside the funding and have a beneficiary, or we can do pre-needs, which is the latest thing in the sense that it's like a la carte. You choose the specific. Imagine going to a restaurant and you can go on the buffet and pick up what you want. It's just like planning your funeral in a sense. And some people are kind of recoiling when I say the funeral, but the reality is the more you talk about it, is the less taboo it becomes.
Yeah.
Because there's no way around it. Dying isn't an option.
Right.
So planning shouldn't be.
Right. I
So
got you.
with
I love
that,
I love that.
We recognize that at some point we got to do it. Most folks want to do it later, and
Right.
we know that later never comes sometimes.
Right.
There's so many sad stories.
Yeah.
This young lady came up from Jamaica, probably about 3 months here, and got involved with another guy, with her boyfriend and stuff. And I don't know what she did or something, but he shot her in the head. She died.
Sorry to hear that.
So
story.
days later, they found him. He killed himself. So sometimes you say, you're going down the street. How many of you ever had a fender bender or somebody close?
Right.
It takes a second. Your life can change in just a minute.
It does.
So with that in mind, the procrastinate, what we used to procrastinate is saying we're going to do it later or when we're ready. Do you know when you're ready, Pastor?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, right?
I'll probably never be ready. It's up
Right.
if it's up to me.
Exactly. So if you never make the move, how do you know that it's not the best move if you
That's
don't
right.
make the move?
That's right.
Right. To get something that you
Right.
always wanted, you got to do something that you never done.
Okay, talk to me. Peter.
So the reality is later, tomorrow never comes. Because when tomorrow comes, it's always tomorrow.
Right.
So, you know, in actuality, we want folks to really get conscious. And this is a grown-up conversation. So if you're listening to this and you're not agreeing, it's okay. But just understand this is a grown-up conversation we're having right now.
Yeah.
So at some point,
We have
what
to
the
grow
word
up.
say, when I was a child,
Yeah.
I-
Sometimes we have to grow up.
how do I become a man?
Right.
By
you
putting
know, when I was
away
a child, I
childish
taught as a
things.
child.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
I put
So-
away childish things.
Yes.
Not talking about it, it doesn't go away, does
Right.
it?
It
I mean,
doesn't.
if you choose not to address it, it doesn't just evaporate.
Right.
No.
So, you know, my appeal to folks is that if you're really, really serious, I had a call 2 days ago. This lady in Florida, she's probably just in her 50s, had a heart attack driving. Her daughter called her cousin who lives here, who used to grow up together. Can't find anything. Mom didn't discuss with her anything.
Wow.
She don't know where. She's searching the car, the house. She can't find any papers. Doesn't know if mom have insurance.
Wow.
So this poor child now is left distraught,
Distraught.
Right.
trying to
right.
grieve, but at the same time trying to figure out what was going on.
Right.
So it's no longer a secret, and we're having these programs as we go forward to change. Don't just hide away and say you're not going to listen to it. You can make, there are two decisions you can make. You can make a on the moment decision, or you can make an informed decision.
Right.
It's best to get information, and then you process it and see what works out best for you.
Wow.
So
I like that.
Plummer
I like
Funeral
that.
Home
Right.
in Covington Highway is the place where we do most of the stuff together.
Yeah.
So we want folks to either contact Plummer or myself and get your plan in place.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. You take away the guesswork from your children.
Yes.
Last story. This gentleman passed away, and his wife said, "Oh, you know, I know he wanted to do a regular burial
Right.
and everything." So the daughter said, "No." She's a younger. She said, "Daddy and I were talking recent, and he said he just wanted something simple. He wanted to be cremated and just whatever."
Right.
And the biggest son said, "No, that wasn't what he told me. He told me you wanted a natural burial, but he's simple." So we have conflicting views here. Families torn apart.
Yeah.
Why? Dad or mom never made a decision. So to take away the costicity from the family. Some families are broken up and irrevocable, can't go back
Oh, yeah.
together
Oh, yeah.
because of something as simple
Yeah.
of putting off something until something happens.
And you know, you're right, Peter. We try to push it in the background and try to make it somewhat taboo. But the reality of the situation is now even now more than ever, we need to speak with an expert such as yourself, who could help us to put our plans into perspective. So lost my mother last year.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, it's
to
not
hear
even a year yet. And I'm glad she had her things together.
Yes, yes,
You know, it
yes,
made it
yes,
so
she had
much easier.
yes.
And with 7 children coming together with all, well, mom said this and mom said that. No, it was there in place. So it's a conversation that must be had.
Yes, yes.
You
It
know
is
what I'm saying?
written.
It is written. So,
is written.
So we have to have a conversation. And it's a very much a part of life, you
Yeah.
know.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, I have had so many family members, even some young family members that just recently passed. Sure, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
those were
yeah.
young people.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so you don't have to wait until you're a certain age
No,
to
start planning now.
Start planning now and
Today.
it's
Love your family
yeah.
enough to plan.
Yeah.
Your
Go ahead.
future.
Go
Let me
ahead.
make a
Not
point
plan your
here.
exit.
Yeah.
You know.
The
I mean,
latest thing,
Yes.
you can lock in today's prices for tomorrow.
Wow.
So
Yes.
just imagine, who remember the forever stamps? Yeah, the stamp at the post office.
Yes,
You buy a whole
yes,
book
yeah.
of them, and even the price goes up, it's still good.
That is
for the,
correct.
for the long term. It's the same thing with some of the new plans we have right now, is that you use today's prices to project in the future. So
Yes.
your family never has to come out of pocket.
Wow.
If you die in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, because the plans are made from early. It's called pre-planning. And you can pay it off in like a car in 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years instead of in perpetuity where you're continually paying.
Wow.
So that's another plus. It gives you peace of mind, takes the family out of the turmoil piece, and it creates an environment where you leave your final love letter to your family
That's correct.
intact by
Yes.
creating a legacy versus a burden.
Yes.
Sharon, look
I like that.
Peter, what I talk with us in a
Full of
thing,
lyrics.
Full of lyrics, Watch yourself, Peter. You're like you want to talk me or something. No, I'm not ready for that.
Sharon and college.
Full of lyrics. But no. But you're right,
But
though,
that's
Peter.
good.
I mean, you're right about that because
That's good.
on a serious note, I mean, it's something that I tell people no one wants to end up in
That's right.
probate court. Nobody wants to end up in certain situations. If you love your family enough, Peter, Pastor Rob, Reds, if you love your families enough, I mean, love is amazing, and it's really a word that we misuse and we abuse. But if you love your family enough,
it's an active
you
word.
have 3 children. No, let me take that back. Rewind and come again. 2 children, and I'm talking about 2. It's a simple math. If you have $10, okay, after everything is settled, it's 10 divided by 2, $5 a piece. Well, check this out. If you have 3 children, 4 children, 7 children, and 1 over the road, guess what? A whole lot of division. And a lot of us don't know math. And let me tell you what happens. Chaos. You talk about someone, and Peter, you know that. I mean, someone who got married, probably isn't married, was married, has children over here. I mean, it's a whole lot of stuff that comes into play, and we've seen that every single day. Every time someone passes or gets sick, you see a different version of your siblings, of your family members. All of a sudden, you just don't know them because people change with death and illnesses.
And the occasion changes a whole lot of folks.
A whole lot of folks.
You know,
It's better to just plan it, get it out the way, make it, your family's going to grieve anyway, but make that grieving process just more manageable. That's all, because then you don't have to, it takes out the guesswork of what would she want or what would he want, what color, what mom didn't. You see what I'm saying thing about the cremation as opposed to burial, as opposed, it's really a burden. You leave your family a burden. I mean, we can't stress it enough, Peter. I mean, seriously, I'm with you 100% because I've got mine ironclad because I don't want to leave anyone a burden. I just don't want to.
Peter, tell us how we get in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay.
How we get in touch with you,
The easiest way, and for those of you writing down, and I guess it's easier to say, my website is affordable, spelled out, Affordable Senior Solutions, LLC.com. Go to my website. There's a section you can talk with Peter, or you can set an appointment for me to talk to you. For those of you who are numbers people, it's 678-973-5234. Again, 678-973-5234. That's probably the most direct way. You can text or call, get to me directly. On Facebook, Everything Senior. That's the site where I'm at, Everything Senior. On Instagram, it's Affordable SS, affordable.ss. And on LinkedIn, it's going to be Peter James ACE.
Okay.
Peter James ACE. But that's where you can get in touch with me. Or the Plummer Funeral Home. You Google Plummer Funeral Home GA, right there in Covington Highway. And I can give you the number directly to the funeral home just in case. It's going to come right back. So I hope we have started a conversation for those of you listening for the first time to say, okay, I'm going to do something with this. I'm hearing that sometimes it takes 7 times for you to hear something before you act on it.
Okay.
So,
it depends on what it is, Peter.
Right.
Boy.
The phone number, you're right. I never thought about that. The phone number for Plummer Funeral Home, it's 678-515-4922. Again, 678-515-4922. And they'll take care of you like nobody else will.
Wow.
Very important information.
Very important.
Yeah, very important information. And it needs to be spoken about more
Yes.
often.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It does.
I find that the more you talk about it, the less taboo it becomes.
It is.
Right,
It
exactly.
is.
So some people say, "Hey, I don't want to talk to my folks." No, but if you breach it, you'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
They might not receive it at first, but
Yeah.
over a period of time,
Yeah.
they started,
And
take it in.
all you have to do is to be, when we were youths and funerals and were being planned around us, or homegoing, or whichever way you want to pretty it up and put it, we weren't involved in the process, so it didn't see, but
Right.
now
Yeah.
that we're adults and we are actually involved in the process, and we're the ones that are taking our loved ones, or our parents, or grandparents, or even sometimes our own children,
Yes.
and so forth like that. Then we realize the importance of having a conversation way earlier.
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
didn't someone speak to me about that?
Yes.
How comes I didn't know that this was going to cost so much? Or wow, if I only had time, if I had
Yeah.
only known.
And
So,
GoFundMe is
yeah.
not an option, people. GoFundMe should never be an option for us. That's a shame.
Yeah.
GoFundMe is a shame.
It's a pity I'm not a singer, man. I would sing the song, the time has come,
Okay. All right.
So, wow.
Yeah, so
This is
Peter,
amazing.
we want to thank you
And-
for stopping by here, and it won't be our last time, because this is not a conversation that needs to be had once.
Yes.
We should be reminding,
Yes.
and just maybe someone out there listening this evening is going through that, and they need to a person like yourself to speak
Yes.
to. They needed to know where there was a local funeral home, and we just gave them plumber, and they might need to speak with you, Peter James, at this time. So it's been a pleasure to have you here, and you make it easy, man.
It's been my pleasure also
You
to
make
be,
it
to be
easier.
shared.
It's always good when you enjoy what you do.
Yes.
Love it.
And you embrace what you do.
I have a passion. I
You know
love
what I'm
it.
saying? But I know you're a man of many different trades too. You like your Clarendon College stuff, and a very proud alumni,
Yes.
so
Yes.
to speak, and
Yes.
so a jack of many trades.
Press start, press theory.
All
Persevere
right.
and excel.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
Persevere and excel.
Are you one of the chairpersons, or the
Yeah, I sit on a chair, but I'm not a chairperson. I'm a part of the group here. We have a lot,
And they've got a strong contingent. The Clarendon
Oh,
College
yes, they
persons
do.
here. Man.
Yes, they do.
Every other person, it seems, from Jamaica is a Clarendonian.
So, Peter, leave us with a word. Then, we're gonna get ready to end this program right here, and you just want to leave us with a word.
Okay, the word I'm going to go back to what I started out with. If you talk about it,
Yes.
it's a conversation.
Okay.
If you can imagine it,
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
Yes.
But then when you schedule it, it becomes a reality. Because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care about them.
Love that. Peter James.
Lyrics.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Peter James.
What a pleasure having you. Yes,
at
even on that note.
Extravaganza.
Thank you.
DJ Reds, can you take us out this
we
evening?
appreciate it. Until next Tuesday, same time, same place.
All right, guys.
Peace
Been a
out.
pleasure.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Another one in the bag.
Yvette Taylor Reynolds, good to have you. Mia, thanks for stopping by.
Stuck on you. I've got this feeling down deep in my soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on my way. I needed a friend, and the way I feel now, I guess I'll be with you till the end. Guess I'm on